Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Is anybody out there? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 9 minutes and 35 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news. And ladies and gentlemen, I have some crazy news to share with you, some epic news to share with you. Do I say mega? We're going to be breaking it all down here in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. We're going to watch the COMEX open back up live after a massive rally into the weekend. Geopolitics is on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to cover it all, covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. What's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be live in 9 minutes. Please smash the like button and share the stream. I've got my throat coat tee and I'm ready! Thank you for the jewels reel, Bill. Thank you, Spiky, for the golden poop. Wow. Let's go! Who ate the lettuce? Lewis Brown ate some lettuce. If you ate some lettuce this week, let us know. Thank you, William, for the jewels. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 7 minutes and 55 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to be watching the COMEX market open back up, and I've got some amazing, mega news to announce to you guys tonight. Smash the like button if you're ready. Please go like and retweet it on X. We're going to be live here in 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Watch the years fall away. Border trains through the midnight haze. Customs line, keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets sewn inside my coat. Every bar, another little vote. Thank you, SGT, for the golden poop. Ladies and gentlemen, they told me I was insane. I was yelling from the rooftops about silver when it was $13 an ounce, and somebody told me, invest in something real. Invest in stocks and bonds and all these different asset classes. And I said, that's funny, something real, because the only thing that's been real for thousands of years is physical gold and physical silver. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the road's going to be long, dark, and full of terrors. We're going to get bumps and bruises. It's going to be terrifying at some points. But I know the fundamentals haven't changed, and they only keep getting better for gold and silver. Thus, ladies and gentlemen, I have intestinal fortitude. I am unshaken, and the question for you, are you still stacking? Are you facing the bankers in the front of the line saying, I will not back down? If you're unshaken, if you're still stacking, if you're going to be dancing with me in the streets, smash a like button right now, put still stacking in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Who's with me? Let's go! Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. 5 minutes and 50 seconds till we're live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on one tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 5 minutes and 35 seconds, and Chris Shimmick is making it rain with some early soup. Thank you so much, Chris. Congratulations, Uncommon Denominator, Geezer, Brian, Throttle, and Michi. Congratulations. Say thank you to Chris Shimmick. Thank you, Chris. Look at that, guys. Joe in chat says, my family thinks I'm nuts, and all I talk about is silver and stacking. Nuts and nuts. In years to come, we'll see who's nuts then. That's right, Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Smash the like button, share the stream. It's about to go down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Shiny vibes coming your way. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow.
Let's go.
Giveaways for all.
Yeah.
International stacker chasing that mill. Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack up wealth and so much more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 4 minutes and 10 seconds here, covering the breaking gold and silver news. And thank you, Egbert Boot Whistle, for that super chat saying, hi, Stahl. We got Rhonda chat saying, I have always thought about just investing in your stack. No, not my stack. Invest in your stack. We'll be live here soon.
Silver dream shining bright.
Come on. Keep smashing that like button. We're nearly to 150, 14 away here.
We're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all. Feel the thrill, international stacking that mill. So hit that flow, join the quest, riches await. You're the best international stacker, stacking strong, silver, gold, where you belong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here in just 3 minutes and 10 seconds, covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're about to watch the COMEX market open back up, and boy, do I have some magnanimous news for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So I need you to smash the like button, I need you to share the stream, and I need you to buckle up. It's about to go down. Let's go. Break it down now.
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you're excited enough. I don't think you're ready for this live stream. If you're ready, drop a crab in chat right now. Let's get a crab dance going to C-R-A-B, not a C-R-A-P. No golden poops in the chat. Put a crab in chat if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're 2 minutes away. Breaking gold and silver news and watching the COMEX market open live together is about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, share the stream. We're only one like away from 150 there. Here we go. Get your claws up. Let's go. Thank you, CIO. CIO Shrimp sent me a golden poop. No! Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in a minute and 45 seconds. Buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Thank you, Real Bill. Yes!
Are you ready for the mega gall? We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key.
Let's go. Thank you, Amina, for the DJing cat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 1 minute warning. What do you guys want? The old school intro, the little kid? Do we want to do crab migration, a mega god? What do you guys want to do for the intro? Let me know ASAP.
Shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Your claws up in the sky.
Let's go.
International stacker, he's our guide.
Let's go.
Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
one stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 2,500 videos now, ladies and gentlemen, around the world on gold and silver adventures, and boy, are we on one tonight. And Darth Stacker, Darth Silver, I'll answer your question, but I got to do the intro first. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, yesterday on Saturday, we put out a heater of a video. It's with the CEO of Hero Bullion, Jake Haugen. He beat the dealers. We're buying hundreds of dollars of silver at the Fun Coin Show. Make sure to check that out. But this one today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold in the mega giveaway. The link to the video is pinned in chat. Don't sleep on that. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right into it. Now, Darth Silver's asking, the market's open here, guys, in 17 minutes. In 17 minutes, the market's open, and that means the charts are going to start moving. That means the prices at online bullion dealers start moving. Now, Darth Silver, depending who you're buying from, like HeroBullion.com, by the way, they do lock your price in the shopping cart for like 5, 10, some are 15 minutes. So here's what you do. Refresh the shopping cart like right at 59 or right at 58, and then let that market open, and as these charts start to move, you'll have like 8 or 7 or 10 minutes to make that decision. So that's what I would do, Darth. Thank you so much for that super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, let's recap what happened on Friday. Friday. You guys remember that Rebecca Black meme from back in the day? Okay. So anyway, silver did gap down, but we did fill that gap. It hit a low of 61.17. That hit a high of 65.16 momentarily there. And then those slippery little salamanders, those bakers came in and kept attacking. They knocked us down, but just like Chumbawamba, we got back up again, hitting a $63.56 green candle on close. We're about to see this market open up, and I want to ask you guys, what do you think's about to happen? Are we about to rally and go higher? Are we going to crash and go lower, or are we going to crab rock? Let me know right now in chat which way you guys think we're going to be going. We're going to be watching it here in just about 15 and a half minutes, seeing together what's going to happen. Now, I'm about to cover some breaking gold and silver news that's going to help influence that decision, helping you read the tea leaves to figure it out. So that's silver. And on Friday, it was up 3.29% on the trading station, on the trading session when it closed. It did retake the 50 simple moving average, but not the 200. And thank you, Interpolation, for that, the GOAT trophy there. Thank you. Gold had a similar story. It did gap down as well, but on both gold and silver, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday, we did close that gap.
We filled that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me. We filled that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me.
So we hit a low on Friday's trading session of 4,230. We hit a high of 4,372.27, closing on a green candle at 4,341.94. Ladies and gentlemen, gold as well was up on the trading session, a little bit less than silver, 2.39%. But again, this market's going to be opening now in just 14 and a half minutes. What do you guys think is going to happen? And Darth Silver, did I answer your question adequately? Were you happy with that answer? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the dollar gold to silver ratio, it was really low, then it went high, then it came lower. So we closed on Friday at 68.37 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold, and we're just a handful of minutes away from that changing. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, some call it the Big La Bamba. The Shanghai Futures Exchange, it hit a high on Friday of 73.30. It hit a low of 71.25. We're about to see it open up back this evening, but not till 9 p.m. I'm not going to... Guys, the only way I stay live for Shanghai Open is if the COMEX goes absolutely insane. Then I will stay on for Shanghai Open, but unless it goes not just insane, it has to go absolutely insane, and then I would stay on. But otherwise, this will be opening back at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So you're gonna have to check back for that one. Okay, 71.25 is where it closed, though. Let's look here. We closed at 63.51. 63.51. What was that? 71.25. Okay, so 63, so 4, 5, 70, 71, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're less than a $7 premium. So if things stuck exactly how they were on that opening, we would be expecting this market to gap higher. So if this opened right now, just as everything is, I would suspect we would be gapping higher somewhere around here. But ladies and gentlemen, a lot can happen between now and 9 p.m. Eastern, so keep your eyes on that. I'm going to cover, and thank you for those jewels. Who was that? Thank you, John, for those jewels. I'm going to cover the breaking gold and silver news right now, ladies and gentlemen, but really quick. This is the Mega. Make sure you enter it. Mods, if you could do the command for !Mega, that will give you guys the URL for this. And then also, too, once you do that, and thank you, Kurt, Florida, for becoming a member. This is the live stream for the Mega, 41 days away. Come here, make sure you click like, and make sure you click notify me every year. Every time I do a Mega, I have one of you guys message me and say, I slept through it, I forgot about it. So if you go do those two things, you're not going to be that guy or girl who misses it. And mods, you can do the command for that, !Mega live, and that will give you guys a link for that. Okay, let me break in. Let me jump into the breaking gold and silver news here, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, if you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, make sure you follow me. INTL Stacker, International One It Fit. A big thank you to everybody. We broke 10,000 followers today, guys. We broke 10,000. So we're trying to catch up here with YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. Now here we go to the first piece of breaking news. China is accelerating its gold buying, 20 tons in 1 month with a T, ladies and gentlemen. The People's Bank of China just added another 20 tons of gold in July. It's the largest monthly increase since October of 23. Here's the breakdown. 20 tons purchased in July, 60 tons year to date in 2026. Total official holdings now 2,366 tons, 21 consecutive months of reported buying. And the pace has been accelerating since March, ladies and gentlemen. While gold corrected hard from its highs, China bought more, not less. When central banks buy the dip, I pay attention. So what is China doing? Is it de-dollarization? Is it monetary insurance? Is it positioning for a shifting global financial system? Yes. Is it all of the above? Yes. Is China working on a gold-backed currency? I believe so, ladies and gentlemen. These are only China's official reported numbers. Some analysts believe China's actual above-ground gold accumulation could be substantially larger, and I agree with that. Here's an article here from Kitco if you want to go read more about that. Next piece here. Are you still stacking? Tony G is, ladies and gentlemen. Now these, if you don't know, Costco, they have a 1 ounce and a 5 ounce commemorating their 50th anniversary. Now, I'm not a member of Costco, so I'm not buying these. But guys, if you're a member of Costco, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, I think these could have some additional premium on them in the future. So if I had a Costco membership, because remember guys, I'm in Key West, Florida right now, where I'm closer to Cuba than even a Walmart. But if I had a Costco membership, I'd be picking up a few of these puppies because I feel in my bones they could be special. Let's go to the next piece of breaking news here. And congratulations, Tony D. I should say Tony G, congratulations. Federal agents told an 85-year-old man to buy $200,000 in gold, then hand it over. Please share this with your parents and grandparents, ladies and gentlemen. According to police, scammers allegedly targeted an 85-year-old Washington, D.C. man, contacted him by email and phone while posing as federal agents. Here's how the alleged scam worked. They claimed his bank account were in jeopardy, told him to withdraw all his money because you got to protect it, and instructed him to go and buy $200,000 worth of gold bars and told him to hand it over to them for safekeeping because after all, they are the government and they're here to help. The victim nearly went through with it until a gold dealer realized something was wrong. The dealer recognized the apparent scam, warned the man, and contacted the authorities. The police and FBI investigated, and when the two men, those slippery little salamanders, allegedly arrived at the victim's house to collect the gold, officers were there waiting, and both were arrested. Police identified the suspects as Chu Lin, 50, and Yin Chin, 42, who were charged with second-degree financial fraud. Guys, for stuff like this, especially taking advantage of the elderly, I'm all for bringing stocks back in the city center. And that way we could throw lettuce at people. And I guess it's actually could be dangerous throwing lettuce at someone right now. Would that be considered biological warfare? I don't know. So anyways, please warn your family members, ladies and gentlemen, about this scam. No legitimate government agency is going to tell you to buy gold bars, crypto, or gift cards and then hand them over to a stranger to protect your money. Never let someone on the phone frighten you into moving your money. Never hand gold, cash, or valuables to a stranger who shows up at your home. If someone claims to represent the federal government agency or anyone else, hang up and independently call them back. Ladies and gentlemen, they can now fake on your caller ID. They can make it say Google, Bank of America, IRS. If someone calls you with something crazy, you hang up and you call back to a number that you trust, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, scammers are trying to impersonate me. I'm never going to ask you to contact me on Telegram or WhatsApp. I don't have 30 tons of gold in Africa. I need your help getting out. I'm not going to contact you and say, if you give me $700, I'll give you advantage on the Megaga. There's impersonators out there. Don't be scammed. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Argentina's peso has lost 99.8% of its value against the US dollar. Let that sink in. Since 2009, the peso lost roughly 99.8%. If you held pesos instead of dollars over that period, roughly 99.8% of the peso's exchange rate value against the dollar was wiped out. And Argentina has been down this road before. They've had this peso, they've had that peso, they've had this peso, they've had that one, and today's peso. Argentina's own central bank records this revolving door of currencies. The current peso was introduced in 92 for 10,000 of these little things to one peso. Different currencies, same recurring problem, depreciation, inflation. Go to the Federal Reserve's website for the US dollar. It's not federal and it's not a reserve. They even say their goal is 2% inflation a year. And it's been much worse than that, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly why I stack physical gold and silver. Governments can rename currencies. Central banks can change monetary regimes. Politicians can promise stability, but they cannot print another ounce of gold or silver into existence. Fiat currencies don't have to disappear overnight to destroy your wealth. Sometimes the erosion happens year after year after year. Look at this, guys. US dollar. Watch this. Watch this. And guys, we got over 800 people on and 246 likes. The next 54 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 3 years.
It's science.
Now, here's a chart of the rise and fall of the US dollar. Look at this. Same story here. It was here, then the Federal Reserve. Oh, bang, and then bang, and then oh, bang. This is where we were in 2019, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's happening to every paper fiat currency when not backed by physical gold and silver. It's 100% failure rate. Here's the chart here. Look at that. Argentinian peso was here. That was in 2010. Now it's here. Totally disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to the next piece of breaking news. And guys, soon we're going to be going back to the charts. The markets are opening in 5 minutes, and we're going to watch together what happens. Here's the next piece. This is the problem with government spending in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. It's always easier to spend somebody else's money, especially on someone else. This is from Josh Fair. He's the CEO of Scottsdale Silver. And here's what he's saying. 4 Ways of Spending Money by Milton Friedman. Your own money on yourself. You care deeply about it, but you care deeply about both the cost and quality. Your own money on someone else, you care about the cost, but less about how good the result will be for that other person. Someone's money for yourself, you care about quality, but not as much about the cost. And for someone else's money on someone else, you care about neither. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth, that is how our government spends money. Totally sick.
How dare you?
Next piece of breaking news here. What happened over the weekend with Iran and the Strait of Hormuz? Now, guys, remember, silver was on a rage heading back towards 100. Then when the drama broke out with Iran a few months, 3 months back now, is it? All hell broke loose. Well, let's see how close we are. Iran says a Hormuz deal is close. So why are missiles still flying? Over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, Iran said its shipping agreement with Oman is in the final stages. Sounds like de-escalation, doesn't it? And not so fast. Iran says the Oman deal will not by itself reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran is demanding major concessions from the United States, including sanctions relief, compensation for attacks, and an end to the blockade of Iranian ports. Iran also says there's currently no direct negotiations with the United States. Communication is taking place through intermediaries. Meanwhile, attacks haven't stopped. On Saturday, the United Arab Emirates said Iranian missiles struck its Abu Dhabi national oil-linked vessel transiting the Strait of Hormuz. A fire broke out but was extinguished, and the crew was reported safe. Iranian-backed Houthis down there in Yemen are remaining active. They claimed an attack on the Saudi Aramco facility in Jazan, which is in southern Saudi Arabia. They also claimed an attack on Mocha port in Yemen, keeping a pressure on shipping around the Red Sea and Bab al-Mandab. So, where does that leave us heading into the new week, ladies and gentlemen? Well, Iran-Oman shipping talks is green. Everything else is bad. On another note and another development, no credible reports of any new U.S. attacks over the weekend. Bottom line, this looks less like a clean escalation or de-escalation and more like a very fragile stalemate. The U.S. and Iran have left the door open to diplomacy, but missiles are still flying while negotiations continue. And now, gold and silver head into a week already packed with CPI, PPI, retail sales, and treasury actions. Add Iran, Hormuz, Bab el-Mandab, oil on top of that. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. And next piece of breaking news here. Gold and silver face a huge week, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what could move the prices. Gold and silver weekly watchouts. It is out, guys. Check out my website, internationalstacker.com. Not only can you check out the live gold silver prices, copper, platinum, palladium, gold to silver ratio anytime, and you can actually manipulate it. Look at that. But you go here to news and blog. I just put out the weekly watchouts. This post on X is very small. This post here, I break down everything. I explain why it matters. I'm trying to help you guys and teach you how to fish, not just give you the fish. I explain everything in this that you could ever possibly want to know about the weekly watchouts. So go check it out. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is going to be a fairly quiet day. Tomorrow's going to be a quiet day. Tuesday, we're looking at these things. Wednesday's a big one, CPI. Thursday's a big La Bamba as well, PPI. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll go more into that tomorrow when something's right around the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to the charts. I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to Pyth. This is your Danger Zone alert. And for market open, I've got to switch over to Pyth for the first 5 minutes. Please, in 5-ish minutes, remind me to go back to Oneida. 30 seconds away. Tell me in chat right now, are we going higher, BGC? Are we going lower, BRC? Over 1,000 people in the chat. Please smash the like button. We're only about 90 likes away from 400. I know we could do that. The next 90 people to do it are going to get good luck for 6 months.
It's science.
And ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe because I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver soon. Here we go. I'm going to be counting down this market open from 5 seconds. Let me know what you think is going to happen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the market is open. Just give it a second to marinate here. 1 second to marinate. Okay, here we go. We're open. Immediate sideway action to a green, but then it turned red candle on silver. 63.50, but we got to give it a few seconds here to get its footing. Okay, we're starting to turn into a green candle here, approaching 63.55. Our first target here, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be right at 63.65. We're less than 10 cents away from that with silver. Gold is on a BGC, a big green candle, headed towards our first target here at 4,347. Currently at 43.45, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a wild ride tonight. Might as well call me Mr. Toad. And you know what else is wild, ladies and gentlemen? I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. Moderators, put the link in chat and my upcoming my mega giveaway. That at 63.59 spots worth over $6,300 in just the silver. I'm giving it all the way to you. All you got to do is subscribe and join the party for the mega giveaway. Now, okay, we just took out our first target in silver. Here we go. We just took out our first target in silver. Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going even higher here. 63.70. I can't keep up. I'm trying to turn this color. Okay. Our next target here on silver is going to be 63.80. We just hit 63.72. Smash the like button if you're excited. Gold just made a trading session high as well. 4,349. We're going to make our next target here 4,352. Let me switch that. Okay. Now, I did want to say thank you to Chris Shimmick. And guys, the Soup Council did meet. The Soup Council did meet, and we found a new crustacean to put on the soup pedestal. Thank you, Chris Shimmick, for gifting another 5 memberships. That goes to Cole, B. Powell, Kentucky, Havoc, and Frank. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I do channel member only live streams here on YouTube for channel members. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. Now, all these bags have around 5 ounces of silver and other treasures. Some have gold in them. I'm giving all these away to you, so make sure you subscribe. And for the soup bounty, let's see what we got for the soup bounty. Shout out to Rocky Superstar. We've got these from his channel. A grain of silver and a 4th grain of gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some 40% silver. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some 90% silver. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 1 of 1, the very first prototype Reckless Metals ever made for me. 000. That's 1 ounce with Reckless Metals. That's going in there. And I've gone crazy. Who wants a diamond claw? I'm putting 1 ounce diamond claw in there. Whoever gets Cal Soup, Kaltenberg is the next crustacean on the pedestal, is going to claim that. And thank you, Chris Shimmick. I hate to say it. No soup for Cal.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Here's the soup.
We try. No soup for John.
Good soup.
And no soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
Aha.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you enter that mega giveaway. And you guys aren't going to believe this. You guys are not going to believe this. We are only 17 subscribers away from 69,400 subscribers. That means if we hit 69,600 subscribers, that's only 17 away. That means we will do a big show. And some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. Is that claw a prototype? No, SGT. The claw I put in there is number 5, I think. The claw is not the prototype. The claw is number 5. Number 5 claw. I'm saving the prototype claw. I'm keeping that. Okay. Let me accept this. Cool. So yeah, enter the Mega Ga. Enter the Mega Ga. Guys, look at this. There's already been in this giveaway 4,619 entries. Oh! And guys, there's a little hint. In this video right here is the very first password. During Mega Gas, I put passwords in random videos. I'll tell you all right now. In this video is the password, and when you see it, it will be obvious. Okay, we're back to a green candle here. We're watching what's going to unfold. Oh, and I missed some soup while I was going crazy. Hold up. Oli Stacker gifted a membership. Thank you. Went to Flatlander and Chris Shimmick with another 5. Went to Pandora's Box, Topple the Matrix, Marty. Hey, Cargo Bob! Cargo Bob got soup!
Some guy on the internet just gave me crabs.
Hey, Cargo Bob, we're downtown Key West right now. You want to go get some soup?
No soup for John.
No. Congratulations, Cargo Bob and Joel. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. As we're watching here, we did have a slight smackdown on the silver price and gold. They did try to take us lower, but silver is pushing back here, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha Crab, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Alpha Crab. And no, the password is not Crab Thrust. And OC Stacker, thank you for re-upping your membership. Crab Cadet for 3 months, and boy, is that mega. Let's see if Oneida is up. Let's see if Okay, Oneida is up, Oneida is up, Oneida is up, and we've got a gap down situation, or a gap up, excuse me, but it's okay. This is a gap that we can definitely fill here. And actually, ladies and gentlemen, we already filled it. Look at this. So on Oneida, silver gapped up to 63.54, and it did just drop down and fill that gap.
We fill that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me. We fill that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me.
Now, I've got some more breaking silver and gold news that's helping to influence this crazy price action we're seeing now. So if you want me to jump back on the news and cover that, put news right now in chat. I've got a handful of more news articles that are going to help shed the spotlight, shed some tea leaves on what the heck is going on. Okay, let's go here. Woo! What a wild day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Fingers and Oli, for reminding me about that. And thank you for the Unk Alert, James. I do appreciate that. You, Sir Omega. Thank you, Cargo Bob, for the jewels. Cargo Bob, you just got soup. Cargo Bob, you just got soup. And ladies and gentlemen, Commander Mike D is in the chat of the 160th Battle Soar. Okay, let me cover a few more pieces of news, and then we will come back here to the charts, guys. It's going to be very choppy here, these first handfuls of minutes here. Very choppy, but I got more news on what the heck might be going on. So, I did that. So again, tomorrow's going to be a slow day for the weekly watchouts. And ladies and gentlemen, we got 1,000 people on. Wow, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe because I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver. You got to subscribe for that. But we're only 26 likes away from 450. I know we could do that. The next 26 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 17 years.
It's science.
So nothing on Monday. Tuesday, we're looking at existing home sales and 3-year Treasury auction. Wednesday, we're looking at July CPI, core CPI. The EIA Petroleum Report, 10-year Treasury auction. Thursday, we're going to be looking at the July PPI and core, and also initial jobless claims and 30-year Treasury auction. Friday, we're going to be looking at the July retail sales, University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report, and CFTC gold and silver positioning. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep you guys updated all week long on what the heck is going on. And guys, look at this. Have you entered my massive giveaway, gold, silver, and copper? I just posted it today. Let's check now. There are over 4,649 entries, but Commander Mike D made this video. Let's peep a little bit of it. How's the audio? How's the audio?
Yo, Crustacean Nation, it's almost time for the biggest mega gaw yet. 70K is here. Let's go. This will be great. All right, team, let's make this the best mega gaw the beach has ever seen. I am talking epic here, guys. Diamond Claws, fire up those decks and drop some serious bass.
So anyways, I'm not going to show the whole thing because I don't want to ruin it for you, but that is a great video by Commander Mike D. And here it is here, breaking. I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver and gold to celebrate hitting 70,000 subscribers. And guys, we are currently at 69,586 subscribers, only 14 away from 69,600. So we're getting closer to that 70K. Up for grabs. 100 ounces of premium silver, gold, 169 ounces of copper, mystery crab bags, and much, much more. Will you win? Ladies and gentlemen, next piece of breaking news. The bottom is in for gold and silver, and history says we may have already seen it. Okay, well, let's see. In a video on the Daily Gold, technical analyst Jordan Bryan, CMT, breaks down why he believes the severe correction in gold and silver is over. Here's his case. Gold's recent drawdown from about 56. Thank you, Geezer, for the Uncle Alert. Thank you for those jewels. Is down from 5,600 to below 4,000. Closely resembles major corrections in post-secular gold markets back in 73, 2006, and 2008. Thank you, FA, for those jewels. Roy Brown argues a drop to 3,600 zone many were waiting for this. Ain't gonna happen. He doesn't think it's gonna happen. He said silver's rebound potential also looks interesting based on past corrections. 74 was 32%, 11 it was 40, 2008 it was 80% in 6 months. But here's the part that really caught my attention, ladies and gentlemen. Investor participation is still extremely low. Gold and silver ETF allocations remain tiny compared to the previous bull market peaks, even after historic price moves. Mining ETF allocations are also depressed. And ladies and gentlemen, compared with previous cycles, sentiment was recently extreme too. Roy Bryan highlights Bank of America fund manager data showing the reading for gold of being viewed as overvalued was among the lowest of the secular bull market periods he has compared, second to only 2008. His message, don't obsess over catching the perfect bottom. In a secular gold bull market and silver, waiting for one final crash may mean missing the leg higher, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't mean straight up from here. He says we could still see resistance around 4,480 to 4,500 for gold and 70 silver, but his conclusion is clear. The bottom is in, ladies and gentlemen. Go watch the whole video there. He breaks it down. It's a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. And a big shout out. Thank you so much to Yukon Cornelius. Gifted 5 memberships. It went to online. It went to Joan. It went to John. It went to Dal. It went to Joseph. And ladies and gentlemen, that means, let me check here. Okay, we hit it. No soup for cow.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
We tried. No soup for John.
Good soup.
No soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
Now, David in chat saying, is there any news on Trump pulling out of the Iranian conflict, regardless of the progress or situations? What do you think would happen to metal? So there's rumors that the president's going to pull out, but nothing firm, nothing I feel comfortable reporting on. Could just be more fake news out there. But hypothetically, if the president did pull out, normally long term, like back in the past, that would be a bearish thing for gold and silver. But with the recent drama going on with the Middle East and looking at like bond yields and the strength of the US dollar, everything else, it would most likely be bullish for gold and silver, assuming that bond yield, real yields didn't go higher and the DXY didn't go higher. Now, if he pulled out and the DXY right here, the dollar index, this is how strong the US dollar is. If that went up, remember when the DXY goes up, that's usually bearish for gold and silver. When it goes down, that's usually bullish, positive for gold and silver. It doesn't always move inversely, but a lot of the time it does, at least in recent times. Also, too, down here, look at these bond yields. They're in the negative territory. If those popped positive as well, that also would be bearish for gold and silver. So I hope I somewhat answered your question there, as we're starting to see a BGC, a big green candle form here for gold. 4,344.60. Our next target is 43.50.03 for gold. And let me go back to silver here. Silver, we're seeing a BGC form, possible stairway to heaven. We're sitting at 63.78 on silver. Our next target, 63.91. Now, guys, I missed something. Thank you to Silver Atari for re-upping your membership as a Crab Cadet. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, keep politics out of chat, please. Keep your... I talk about geopolitics and the things that can move gold and silver, but we don't make political statements in chat. If you do, you'll be warned by a mod, and then you may be timed out if you don't quit it. But we focus here on what unites us, our love for gold and silver, not one of the objects in the world that divide us, politics. So no political statements in chat, please. Okay. Now we're going to set a goal to here. You guys told me to do this, so I'm going to do it. The Executive Soup Council told... Oh, wait, how do I do this? Wait. Hold up. Okay. So the shipping for the mega giveaway, because I ship worldwide, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's going to be somewhere around $1,000. So I'm putting in chat right now a goal. We will do this randomly from here until the mega guy. And our goal is 5 super chats to raise some cash for shipping. So if you feel so inclined, you can help us meet our goal. And thank you for the support. This is my full-time job. I couldn't do it without you guys. So every super chat, every membership, every gifted membership, the jewels, they help me so much. And I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my little crustacean heart. And it enables me to search the catacombs of the internet daily to get you guys the information you need to be effective. But guess what? You can support the channel without even spending a single dime. You can simply smash that like button. We're only 7 away from 500. Now let's do a little game here. If you got into gold and silver from seeing a random content video out there on YouTube, a random video, put YouTube in big bold letters in chat. If a random content on gold and silver is what got to you and what opened your eyes to gold and silver. Now, as you see those YouTubes pop up, ladies and gentlemen, you could literally be the Paul Revere of the internet, going from town to town, warning people of the banker's evil plan and how they can protect themselves with physical gold and silver. So please, please, please smash that like button. It helps out so much, and it can literally change people's lives. Thank you, Future Moto, for the super chat. Thank you, Real Bill, for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Silver Trippin, for the super chat. Thank you to Brian and certainly Jim Reeves. Thank you. Yeah, we're getting that. We're getting the shipping fund going. Thank you, Jolly Lollipop. The U.S. dollar index, also known as the Dixie for slang. There you go. Thank you, Chris Shimmick, for the super chat, saying, I've seen your packages. The tape probably would cost more than the shipping. Guys, when I ship packages that you win, I literally tape them like I used to work for the cartel. It literally looks like I used to work for the cartel, because I don't want any slippery fingers getting in there. I don't want any little slices and your stuff getting stolen, so I wrap the heck out of them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not liking this red candle, so boys and girls, Ladies and gentlemen, crustaceans of all types, I'm going in.
Dudley! Smith! A fallen hard with one arm! Wow. Oh my God! Oh no, he's not! Major choke slam!
Yeah, thank you, Mirthquake. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Our first inaugural goal for some shipping. We hit it, the goal for the stream. So thank you so much for all the super chats. You guys are amazing. Hayden saying, let's get it. I started stacking because of you, International. Well, that's awesome, Hayden. That is awesome, Hayden. Stack it to the sky. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, even one silver dime at a time, can literally build a tower. And I want to show you guys some stuff I got in. Now, some of this is going to be in the Mega Goss. Some of this is going to be in the meet and greet. But we got the cool Crustacean Nation. Pretty nice bumper stickers. Here is the Battle Crab flag. We got some of these in. Here is the Secret Society flag. There. And, you know what? Speaking about silver dimes, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a little bit more. Let's chum the waters a little bit more. Here's some 90% silver Mercury dimes in the bounty. Who's going to get cow soup? That is the question. Thank you, Real Bill, for the super chat saying a deuce. Saying a deuce of lettuce for a deuce and a lettuce for ship. Thank you. Thank you, Real Bill. Oh my goodness. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have missed it, you've got to go to the link pinned in chat. If one of the moderators could put the link in chat, I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. Look, I'm giving away, these are 2 microscopes from Tom Love, or coin scopes, I should say. We got pocket pingers. We got a bunch of other stuff in this giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe, and I am doing the drawing for this right here in 41 days. And look, we got Finger Sicilian. We got all these people hanging out in this chat right now. That is amazing. It could be kind of a central place, like a chat room. Do you guys remember the internet would first come out and you'd go like in those rooms and you put ASL for age, sex, location? Do you remember that? Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike D making it rain saying you are mega. Thank you so much, Mike D. You, sir, are mega too. You're all thank you so much, everybody. You're all amazing. Bam the Trader saying we might hit 61 again. Might have to come back down, says Bam the Trader. Well, we'll see. Bam. But guys, Bam does make some great calls. And when he comes in hot. Bam, bam. West Texas says, do you know there is a tagged product for Zimbabwe dollars from... Yeah, West Texas. So YouTube did that automatically. I haven't had time to go look at it, but yeah, YouTube did that automatically. I have to go look at it and see if I approve of it or not. But if someone does purchase anything like that, it does help the channel. But I got to go see if I even approve of that, because I only approve of good deals. Okay. There is a Zombucks in the giveaway. There's silverbacks. There's goldbacks. There's some gold bars. There's really premium silver. There's diamond claws for every one of these crab bags you see here. Every single one of these is going to has a diamond claw in it. It's given away. Should we open one of these guys? Do you want to see one of them? I don't know. Should we open one? I don't know. What do you guys think? Northampton West says, I watched the Gall 20 times. I still can't find the password. I must be blind. Maybe we could talk about that more in the War Room. Ladies and gentlemen, the channel member only live streams are in the War Room here on YouTube. The next one is tomorrow morning. I do 2 a week. I'll do one tomorrow morning right after the morning stream. I will be live at 7:45 a.m. Eastern, covering the breaking gold and silver news. What happened overnight? Helping you read the tea leaves. And after that, we'll do a War Room. And then Friday evening after market close, I do another War Room. And we got Iggy Snob here, Diamond Claws for 6 months. Thank you so much, saying thanks for all your help navigating the gleam. Steve here, sorry for all the... You're good. Guys, if you got questions, you email me. That is what I'm here for. Ladies and gentlemen, I did want to say a big, very special thank you to all the channel members, especially all the Diamond Claw level channel members. I got all the new ones on here. It's viewers like you that help me do what I do, so thank you so much for the support. I added Master Blaster here. I added the Real Savage Patriot on here. The question for everyone in chat right now, who has Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
Yes. Guys, we're getting close here. We're getting close. Thank you, Gary, for the pounds, guys. Gary AU just throwing pounds at my face. Thank you, Gary. You are mega. Wow. We are 14 subscribers. 14 subscribers away from 69,600. That will, ladies and gentlemen, trigger what's called colloquially here as a big show. Do we need the password to win? No, TDE, no, it's just bonus entries. You do not need the password to enter. Just go watch that video right here. It will tell you how to enter. Make sure to watch the whole video through because it will answer all your questions, but also maybe give you an advantage. So go check that out. Thank you, Real Bill, for the jewels, and thank you, King, for becoming a crab cadet. That's Meg. I'll see you in the war room tomorrow morning. Check out those new custom channel member emojis. Now for channel members, I did put the gold. Back in there. The gold coin, you see, you've got the silver and gold coin now. I have not done anything else, but that's what I had time for. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay, we got Alan J. Pratt coming to us live. He's our correspondent out in Scotland, saying, I was at Marty Pillow concerts on Thursday through Saturday night. I picked you up a gift. I'll be posting you it out this week. Oh, nice. Don't know him. He sang the song from 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Well, thank you, Alan. I can't wait for that prize. Wow. A lot of times when you guys send me things, or sometimes other people send me, a lot of times I end up just giving it away back to you guys. But that sounds like it might be something for my private collection. Kind of like the chaps.
How dare you?
Gah! It's a hug of crab day, says Real Bill. Thank you, Real Bill. Okay, let's go back here. I had a few more pieces of news to cover here. Could a 5.1 trillion school bond program problem eventually hit U.S. Treasuries? Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. In a recent interview with ITM Trading, property tax researcher Mitch Wexler alleged a nationwide pattern of appraisal fraud and warned that roughly 5.1 trillion with a T in school direct bonds could be exposed to a broader problem he describes. According to him, state and local audits revealed recurring problems across appraisal districts. Many of these bonds carry strong credit ratings. Real exposure could be even higher than 5 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. And Jim Reeves gets 5 memberships. Thank you so much. That went to Sean, it went to Scrim, it went to Mana, it went to Chris, it went to Mark. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And ladies and gentlemen, we're only 12 more gifted memberships away, or members, from triggering the next No Soup for Cal song. That's right. Kaltenberg isn't. Look at that's Kaltenberg right there in chat. He didn't get any soup. Who's going to get him soup and win that bounty? Okay. So where were we? Real exposure could be even higher than 5.1 trillion. His core market warning: bond markets run on credibility. If investors suddenly lose confidence in a massive corner of the municipal bond market, selling algorithmic reactions or rapid repricing could follow, with potential contagion into U.S. Treasuries. That's the bond market. That's not good. Why stackers should care: physical gold and silver don't depend on school districts making payments, municipalities staying solvent, bond ratings, or appraisal models. They have no issuer and no counterparty. This doesn't mean Wexler's predicted crisis will happen, but at least a bigger question: what happens to gold and silver if confidence, not just liquidity, becomes a problem in the bond market? Well, if those bond yields go higher, is that going to kneecap us, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? We got another piece of news here. Okay, real quick. I saw 2 things. Hold up. I saw that. Thank you to, who was that? Thank you, Non, for the jewels. Thank you, Non, for the jewels. 1 second here. Bobcat Pro, welcome to Diamond Claws. Thank you so much for becoming a Diamond Claw there. I do appreciate it. Let's check in with the charts. We're starting to build back up here some energy. 63.64 green candle on silver. 4,342.64 a green candle on gold. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Are we going higher? And there's Sage Flybaby saying, I live in the same household as someone who has already entered the Mega God. Can I still enter? Yeah, Sage. You guys are good. Try to enter and email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com if you have a problem. The platform I use will block duplicate tries from the same IP, but since I know you guys are actual real people, I can bypass it. So if you're somebody I know that's an actual real person, you got like 2 people living in the house, you can email me. I'll help you through it. Otherwise, it blocks duplicate applications from a single IP address for obvious reasons. Here's the next piece of news here. And Whack-A-Cackle here says mega buffering and need soups. Whoa! Time to sell silver and buy bonds, says Egbert. Certainly not Egbert. Okay, here we go. Goldman Sachs says silver short covering has begun, and there could be more fuel left. COMEX silver just ripped roughly 8.3% from July 28th to the 5th, and even more after that, ladies and gentlemen. But what happened under the surface may be even more interesting. According to Goldman Sachs futures trading trader Robert Quinn, speculative positioning has become extremely bearish before the move. Managed money net length has collapsed to around its third percentile of its 2-year range. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, speculative positioning was extremely light heading into the rally. Then silver started moving like a rocket.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
Open interest reportedly increased by roughly 2.4 billion during the rally, with much of the increase occurring near the highs. And on August 5th, short-term commodity trading advisor Momentum signals flipped. That's important. CTAs are rule-based funds that automatically buy or sell when price momentum thresholds are hit. No emotion involved. According to Quinn, CTA short unwinding had already begun. Translation: silver rises, short-term momentum flips, systemic shorts begin covering. That buying could add more upward pressure. And there's potentially another layer to this, ladies and gentlemen. Goldman indicated that medium-term CTA momentum thresholds had not yet been breached. If silver keeps moving higher and additional systemic signals flip, that could create another source of buying pressure. But here's the part that silver bulls shouldn't ignore. Physical silver lease rates reportedly declined during the rally. That suggests that this move was not yet displaying the classic physical market tightness you'd expect from a full-blown physical short squeeze. So, right now, ladies and gentlemen, this looks more like a positioning and momentum-driven squeeze setup than evidence that physical silver itself is being squeezed. But think about the combination. Extremely light speculative positioning, silver surging, CTA shorts beginning to unwind, midterm CTA thresholds potentially headed higher. Ladies and gentlemen, if those next thresholds get triggered, how much more buying could be forced on the market? Here's the article here if you want to go read more about that. All right, let's go back to the charts here. I need a break. I'm just going too hard in the paint. I need a break. Okay. You guys want a hint on the password? Here's the hint on the password. It is I'll give you guys a little hint. It is somewhere between a minute 23 and 8:25. Okay, somewhere between those 2 points. So I gave you like 2 minutes there less. You got to figure it out. But when you see the password, it will be obvious. Like it's going to be obvious when you see it. When you see it, you're going to know you hit it. Okay, you're going to know. That's your hint. Woo. Okay, I'm looking at chat. What have I missed? I'm going to provide a source of buying pressure, if you know what I mean, says Egbert. There you go. Stack it to the sky, my friend. Okay, I'm all in with Pan American Silver. My retirement is riding on it. I'm willing to open a baby gator farm if you think it will help. Guys, do you think Alan, if he opens a farm of baby gators, that will help? Now, ladies and gentlemen, some of you on this channel, and guys, you better subscribe because I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver soon, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. You got to be subscribed. I travel the world on gold and silver adventures, and you guys literally tell me what to do, like riding a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshesam here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow, look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
And there was something you guys taught me in Boca Raton, Florida, that some scientists say work 90% of the time every time to turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, the baby gator.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Let's see what happens here.
It's science.
Now, I've got a question for you guys. Hold up. Ooh. Who out there would like this American Silver Eagle in a capsule? Who wants this American Silver Eagle? Well, if you said that you want it, or if you thought for a second you might want it, you would have just got scammed. This was sent to me by a viewer like you that unfortunately got scammed. You got to protect yourself. Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American Silver Eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the Crustacean Nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the Pocket Pinger, you get the stick, you get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. Link is in the description, and people are asking about for Gleam. So if you go to the entry video here, again, guys, you got to go to this video. Here, enter the Mega God. That's for Gleam. Upcoming stream, that's that link there. It's all right there in the description of the Mega God entry video. Everything you need in Gleam. And I saw someone earlier. Oh, and there's the Pocket Pinger link. Thank you, Ralph. I'll pin that in chat. I saw somebody say earlier that they thought they found the password, but it didn't work. If you'll know when you found the password, and it does work. Only 25 people have figured it out thus far. Drop the Mic says, I think I saw it, but need to watch again. It's going to be mega. Up to 3 out of 4 stackers in the house now. Wife and I are physical. Son, mine are physical. Daughter next. Nice. Rat stacker, my daughter stacks, guys. And Mrs. IS by extension through me is a stacker as well. Alan J. Pratt says, did you see the SpaceX Tesla Terrafab announcement? According to Grok, it climbed the vision. Could need 350 to 425 tons of silver per. I did not. I'll look into that. Alan, could you email me that at internationalstacker@gmail.com so I could look into it? It sounds crazy. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe it. We are literally 12 subscribers away from hitting 69,600 subscribers. That will trigger a big show. Some say if you haven't seen the big show, you haven't lived. You got to be subscribed anyway to win some of my treasure, and that's right, I'm giving away all these bags. Do you guys want to open a bag? If you want to see what's in one of these bags, put open that bag in chat. But anyways, all you got to do is subscribe, so you might as well subscribe, maybe win some gold and silver, and see a big show at the same time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you think you're subscribed, check and make sure you are, because YouTube does it as an annoying little quality check where they unsubscribe you to see if you subscribe back. So check that out. Okay. So yeah, the next 12 people to subscribe are going to get good luck for 99 years.
It's science.
Early Rare Coin says it's pretty paranoid how sure you are Gleam is legit. It won't sell off your M. Look, they're one of the main platforms out there. I have to pay for that service. For me, that's much safer for you all than any other methodology, and it's going to make sure real people win it. Because I've done these in the past, and all kinds of scammers and bots are trying to steal from you. So I trust it. I pay for that service. But they've got their terms and conditions. You can see everything spelled out with what they do. So if you don't feel comfortable, read the terms and conditions. If you still don't, that's okay. Gleam is just for the 3 grand prizes, which are pretty mega. But if you come the night of the stream, if you don't want to enter for those, I'm still giving away a bunch of stuff out on the stream that you don't need to enter Gleam for. So watch the video in its entirety, because it does break all that down. Okay. Alan J. Pratt, can you email me that thing about SpaceX? Thank you. Okay, looking up here. I missed it. Hey, Kraken, thank you for becoming a channel member. Check out your new custom channel member emojis, and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the channel member only live stream here on YouTube called The War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. You must be fully clothed, that means. All right, let's see what's in this one. Let's see what's in it. Okay. In that bag there, if you were to pull that, you would get a 10-ounce copper bar. You would get a roll of wheat cents, copper. You would be getting the Scottsdale silver, 1-ounce silver round. Look at that. That's pretty cool. You'd be getting this Morgan silver dollar, and it is a real one. I've checked all this stuff from 1879. Okay. You'll be getting this 1-ounce Silvertown bar. That's pretty cool. You'd be getting it looks like some 90 and some 40% silver and some British silver. So random silver coins there. You'd be getting another couple of copper rounds. Another this is a Canadian silver coin, I believe. What year is this? Yeah, that's silver. You'd be getting this from Backyard Bullion, a silver 1 grammer. Look, it's got a crab stamped on that. You'd be getting a bunch of like stickers and fun little things. And then this. The semi-quincentennial $50. So ladies and gentlemen, that's not bad. That's not bad for just one of them. Oh, and I forgot. The Diamond Claw, of course. I forgot about the Diamond Claw. That's not bad, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Is that mega or what? That's just one of the 10 crab bags. That's not even a main prize. What do you think? I think that's pretty dang good myself. That's bigger than a lot of giveaways on, just that one bag. Hey, and Charles found the first code saying, great first code. Thank you. Vivid Reality, in the crab bag, there is a, not an IS coin, there is a diamond claws poured by SGT. Now in the bounty for soup, there is my International Stacker Rolo from Reckless Metals, the prototype of the very first one he made for me. That's in that. But guys, that's not bad for just one of the crab bags. Like, what was it? How many ounces silver was that? Let's see. That was 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It's probably 4 ounces of silver in that one. Some have up to 6 in it. Some of those have gold in it. Woo! Josh is saying, I've watched the Mega God video 3 times and still can't find the code. Guys, should I give a hint? If I should give a hint for the first code, put hint in chat. What do you guys think? Should I give a hint? Drano's saying, why do I have to make it so... It's not complicated. You literally go here. Now, this is for the 3 grand prizes. And you can earn entries this way. Very straightforward and simple. And then, if you don't want to do that, all you have to do is show up to the Megaga. And you can win one of those crab bags and other prizes. So... you don't have to go comment on a bunch of videos. You don't have to do any of that stuff that's normal on YouTube. It's pretty straightforward. The secret code is just a reward for those people who are active. You don't have to do that. It just gives you extra bonus entries. That's all. It's not complicated. Come on, man. But if it feels too complicated, just show up to the Mega Guy and maybe you'll spin the wheel. Hopefully you don't get margin called, though, when you spin that wheel. People want a hint. People want a hint. Some say no hint. Some are saying no hint. Okay, let's take a poll. Let's take a poll. There's giveaways out there where you have to find the password and then use it in a comment in like 4 different videos. Let's see what you guys say. SGT Stacking says, I finally got it. Holy smokes, was that blurry? SGT Stacking found it. And we're trending back up here on silver, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, 11 subscribers away from 69,600. We're nearly to 70. Okay, we got 55% of people saying... Okay, I'll give you guys a baby hint, okay? I'm going to give you guys a baby hint. So I already said it's between... Okay, I already told you guys it's between like 124 And where's the credits? And I've already told you it's between 124 and 827. So that shaves off about 2 minutes for you guys. But I'll also tell you one more hint, and this is the only hint I'm going to give you, and then none other. It is not text on the screen. Usually my hints are just text on the screen. This hint is not text on the screen, okay? So it's not text superimposed on the video. It's not like that, okay? That's a pretty big hint. Northampton says, really had to crank up the resolution. Early Road Coin says, very simple indeed. I like how you have it started. Thank you, Early Road Coins. Guitar said, found it and entered it. Can you confirm? Well, if you entered it and it accepted it, you found it, Guitar. If you enter it and it's wrong, it will tell you that this does not please the Goblin. It will deny you. So if it didn't do that, you're good. Thank you, Alan. But yeah, I like to make the giveaways fun, high quality, safe. I don't want bots or scammers to win this stuff. I want you guys to win it. So, like, that's why I paid about $180. I paid that platform $180 to host this safely for you guys. But again, if you don't like that, that's fine. Just show up to the live stream. But you need to go to the live stream. You need to click notify me. You need to click like. Every time it happens, somebody messages me. I was asleep. I forgot about it. I went out. Oh my, I missed the Mega Ga. Don't be that person, ladies and gentlemen. Jolene says, holy crap. On a phone and over 60 years old, bad eyes. Oh, if you're on a phone, yeah, it might be harder to see the password on a phone. Throw it up on your TV. Throw it up on your TV. Oh, that's right, guys. We did it. Look at this. I forgot. We achieved the goal, guys. We did the shipping Mega Ga fundraiser. We hit 5 out of 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big show.
Welcome to the 4th annual Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States, competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker. And Littlefoot Silver Stacker saying, like the hidden horde, I found the password. Do you guys love how I hid the password? I loved it. Do you guys love it? Let me know. Drop the mic says, I don't mind rewatching. I'm sure my wife will just find it first. There you go. Yeah, put your wife on the job. Let her rip. She's good at that stuff. I'm sure she'll find it quickly. I was proud of myself for coming up with that idea. I'm like, oh, this would be good. Yeah, I was pretty pleased. All right, let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter here. Crazy difficult this time, IS Mega. I'm sorry, Fight, you're finding it hard. I actually did it this way so it was easier. But thank you for working through it. Now, I'll tell you what. If you don't watch the entire video, like I've literally say in the beginning of the video, it is hard because you won't know how it works. But if you watch the entire video, only 9 minutes and 46 seconds, you'll know exactly how the giveaway works. And guess what? The average watch time on it is to 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Right here. That's where a lot of people are clicking off. They're missing all the important stuff over here. So yeah, if you don't watch the whole video, it's going to be very hard. Sicilian, thank you for putting out the live stream. Harry, thank you. Oh, it's Mega Ga shout out. Look at this from Harry. What is this?
Crustaceans. This operation is moving by air, land, and sea. Find the Mega and get entered. Stay frosty, stack heavy. Semper Crustacean.
Whoa! Harry, that is amazing. Thank you. Wow. Look at this, maxed out. Look at this, guys. Maxed out. He hit them all! Congratulations, Will. That is mega. Guys, he did that in under a day. Now, a little hint. I'm going to be adding more opportunities for you guys. So right here, the secret code And the not too distant future, you'll see enter the second secret code, and then the third, and then so I'll keep adding secret codes. So even if you're maxed out, check back from time to time. Might be some extra opportunities in there. Yeah, Dropping the Mic says it's fun, that it's hard though. Easy is boring. Watch to the CYOTNO. There you go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be live at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So I will be there covering everything. Right now, what I want to do is I want to do a crab raid because I promised Brad Stacker and Mrs. IS we'd watch a movie tonight. So I'm thinking about crab raiding BH Customs because he has the least on. What is this? Quarter hunt. Hold up.
E68. Welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Let's do this, guys. This is the least. 6 people watching, so let's do a crab raid here. You don't have to be a subscriber. So here's what we're going to do. And, guys, when we do crab raids, a lot of you guys end up winning gold and silver. A lot of you do. If you've won gold, silver on or whatever on a crab raid, put winner in chat. Let's see it. But what we're going to do is we're going to go there. We're going to fill the chat with crabs. We're going to smash the like button. Up to you if you want to subscribe, but we do it to help smaller creators. It's one of the things I love to do. It would have helped me a lot if someone did that for me back in the day. Rising tides raise all ships. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right now on Crab Raid. I want to thank you all so much for the fun live stream tonight. Thank you for all the support and giving this Mega God, giving this stuff back to you all is my way of saying thank you. Guys, we're on a journey to find gold and silver, and something tells me we're only getting started. I'll see you guys in the morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I guess I'll say, CYO, TNO, catch ya on the next one.
I am never going to financially recover from this.